There you go.
Yeah, I gotta find a way. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Big Face Podcast. Um, I don't want this layout. I want a two-man layout. Pause. Um, Extra pause on that. We're gonna get straight to it tonight. Obviously, you know, we got some issues out there in Buffalo. I can't wait to talk to the gangsters out there in Buffalo and see what we gonna do about that 18-year-old white boy. But before we do that, we gotta handle this business first. So let's handle our business the right way. We're gonna go and bring Dr. D in the building in just a moment here. Don't worry about nothing. But I got something I want y'all to see before we started. I want this to be a lesson. Yeah, that definitely ain't right. Where's the other one at? This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. But before we get to this, let's go and handle business the right way. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while tonight. We're gonna be here a little while.
What do you think needs to be changed in the way black men are policed in America?
Leave that up with the critics and the laws and all that old shit. We having fun, we iced out, we having money. That's how we doing it.
So you feel like it's not the artist's place to speak on social issues?
No.
Yeah. When it's all good, it ain't nobody give a fuck no more. Yeah. When it's good, it's good. That and it really is a shame that as soon as a nigga gets some, and I think that just show we still on that. I think that just really show um that really just show how
I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. I think you still muted because I see the little slash by your microphone. I can't hear nothing. There you go.
yeah, trying to hate on the
Yeah,
stream, man. Stop that nonsense. How it
yeah,
sound,
yeah,
D?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sound good. Sound good.
There we go. Yeah, y'all know that every time we do this, it's gonna be some nonsense. Y'all know it's gonna be some nonsense, but that's just what that is. Um, it's that time. It's that time, and I feel honored once again to have Dr. D in the building with him being someone who is on the ground in Atlanta. I've been hearing some things, and I just want to know if I'm off track a little bit. So let's get straight into it. Um, did you feel me touch you? All right. So as you can see here, D, um, and I think this was 10 months ago, this aired on the news.
Mhm.
Um, did you hear about this? That's first thing. Being in Atlanta on the ground, did you hear about the rich people trying to leave Atlanta?
Yeah, so this area right here is called Buckhead. That's also where the mall is. So it was pretty well known just because, if you go shopping, your experience changed. So you really had no choice but to know, because all of a sudden you go to the mall, they got the security out front. They patting you down. They didn't install like metal detectors at the mall. You see what I'm saying? So this whole
Damn.
city really. Yeah, because it was like every week somebody was getting shot at the mall. It was a little girl got killed. It was a little black girl got killed. Everybody heard about that. And then
And
me
what
working at
side
the
of the city this is?
this is Buckhead.
This
So
all
this
have
is
okay.
so everybody first of all need to, because it's real easy to get Buckhead and Bankhead confused. Because Ti from Bankhead, that's the hood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real big difference though. Buckhead is it's in the city, so it's kind of like near Midtown, and then you go up. It's a highway called 400, and then you go up a little bit, and then you in Buckhead, which is where Lenox Mall is. You've heard the rappers say Lenox Mall. The strip club Onyx is kind of near. It's kind of near Buckhead a little bit. So that's Buckhead.
Okay, this is Buckhead. So this is the good side. Is this where underground is? The underground mall?
No, the underground is kind of like near downtown, Midtown. They don't really do that a whole lot no more. It was bigger back in the day. Really, I'm too young to really the height of the underground. I never really got to see it because that was back, 2000 and like probably 2000 to like 2005 and 8. That's when the underground was at its most highest popularity. You know what I'm saying? But I was too little to
Mm.
really go out there like that. Yeah. So now, so yeah, that's underground. But yeah, Buckhead is probably like, I would say it's 10 minutes away, 10-15 minutes with no traffic. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so Buckhead, that's where all of the very expensive stuff is. So you got your
Mm.
your areas. You got to understand, Buckhead is still close to the city, and the way Atlanta is structured, everybody got to understand that. I don't know if y'all have ever heard somebody say I'm from Zone 6 before. I'm sure y'all
Uh-huh.
have heard that before. I'm from Zone 3. I'm from Zone whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Buckhead is, I think that's Zone 1 or 2, but it's so close, like it's close to Zone 3. So the crazy thing about Atlanta is you'll be driving by homeless people in the hood with shacks, and 1 minute later you'll be near $1 million houses. So that's kind of how
Damn.
Atlanta is. So that's why they want to kind of really have the police there to separate. You see what I'm saying? Because it's crazy how Atlanta is. It's no, if you really want to get away, you have to go to the outskirts, like outside Alpharetta, Buford, all that's so far away from the hood. They don't have a lot of riffraff because people from the hood not gonna go out their way to ride white people. People from the hood already don't want to ride white people. We all know that.
That's
But
right. That's right.
they will if you right next door. See what I'm saying? But if you gotta go outside, so it's not those cities. So Buckhead is unique because it's still a high, it's a very high income area, but it's still in the city though. Buckhead is within the city of Atlanta, so it's easy for somebody from Zone 3. They can hop in their car and be in Buckhead in 5 minutes, especially if there's no traffic. You know what I'm saying? 10 minutes.
Zone 3 is
Bankhead. Yeah, Zone 3 is Bankhead. Zone 3 is like Pittsburgh, Mechanicsville, Bankhead. Zone 6, that's like out east. That's where like Gucci them from. Zone 6, like East Atlanta.
mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Tell me
that's so
this
that's
right
so that's
here.
why they trying to go ahead. Go ahead.
When we are looking at, tell me this, how much would it cost to stay in Buckhead?
So I stay it's for a decent 2 bedroom, rent gonna be about 3 bands. If you want a 1 bedroom, maybe 2 bands, maybe
Mm.
1,800. Kind of a I stay I don't even stay, so I stay in the city next to Buckhead. I stay in a city called Brookhaven. It's right next to
Mm.
Buckhead. Even over here it's 2,000. Like I pay 2,000 over here, but it's a 2 bedroom, but I pay 2,000. So you gonna at least spend 2 bands baseline. But if you want 3, and it can go up now, Buckhead, that's the lowest end. That's the lowest you can get. But an average place, I would say 4,000. Especially now, because inflation going crazy, rent going crazy
Most
right now
definitely.
in the A.
Most
And
definitely.
everybody is moving to the A. Everybody's moving to the A from like California and New York. People getting tired of the snow and the house prices, in California and New York. So about $4,000. If you want something medium, if you want an entry just to get into the door in the area, $2,000 a month. For a home in Buckhead, you're not getting nothing less than $1 million.
I guess what I'm trying to find out is what happened during COVID, because it seemed like this is where all the confusion comes in. What happened during COVID?
In Buckhead with the crime?
Yeah, like was it a lot of like did crime go through the roof or
Crime went through the roof, and I think what bothered the white people is what I noticed, and see, I noticed this during COVID. You always have crime here and there, but it's usually black on black crime. But it started to be a couple of white people got robbed during COVID. I guess because niggas got parole, they was in the house. So that I can't really tell you what the reason was. But I noticed that, and ever since that happened, now it's the issue. You know what I'm saying? As long as niggas is robbing niggas, they really don't.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They don't
wasn't
care.
causing no trouble.
But I don't know what happened during COVID. And now what I think part of it was the black people had more access to the area because of the PPP loans. A lot of dudes in Atlanta scam. It's a lot of scammers in Atlanta. So the scammers was around too. And at first, even if the white person not get robbed, now black people that could never before COVID, a lot of them black people could never afford to be in Buckhead, right? So now it's a scammer live next door to me, and he bringing riffraff. So they still might not rob me because I'm just a little dentist. You see what I'm saying? I'm the little Indian dentist, so they probably won't rob me, but I still don't. I might be standing right here next to him, and he gets shot. Or the little girl that got shot just because she was standing there and they was robbing the other dude. See what I'm saying? Once little kids start getting shot, once white people start getting shot, once Indian people start getting shot, then, everything changes. As we all saw with the YG thing, when he put that lyric up about robbing the Asian, and he talked about robbing black people for 10 years and nothing was, but as soon as he had one lyric about an Asian, everything changes. The same thing in Buckhead. White people and Asian people start getting affected. I have to say that. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. You sound like you got far away.
Yeah.
Say something else.
Yo.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of sound like kind of cutting in and out.
What about now?
Yeah, okay. That's it right there.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yo.
Okay, now I kind of went back to being bad now when you said yo. I could tell you were saying yo, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to take it out. I tried to do it the cool way. They ain't want me to do it the cool way. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Now, go back to what you were saying, because like I said, I think that is a very important part of it. There is no crime unless the crime is committed against a non-black member of society.
mm-hmm.
Did you see a high influx in crime, or what? Like, what did you see?
I would say it was a lot of high profile things that happened that was all over the news. And I think it was all over the news, like I said, because it was, I think it was like an Indian or some other person got robbed. And I know the little girl got shot. You know what I'm saying? But they was robbing niggas, but they ended up killing the little girl. So I think it wasn't really an increase in the amount of robberies. But if you rob somebody, that might not necessarily make the news. You see what I'm saying? If you rob a nigga, that's not gonna make the news. If a nigga right now get robbed for 5 bands, that's not gonna make Fox. See what I'm saying? That happens every day. It's not. So they aren't aware of it. Even if it's happening in Buckhead, you know, it's the whole social media aspect, even how that works. As long as out of sight, out of mind. So the white people, as long as it's not on Fox and they don't know about it, they don't see it, and they don't. Some nigga getting robbed for 5 bands not gonna. So, but see, they started to see it on the news. Oh, robbery at Lennox. Robbery at Lennox. Oh, little girl gets shot right down the street. Oh, I live right here. Oh, we might need to do something about this. It seemed like they here. See what I'm saying? So it was a lot of high profile things. I'm not sure if the actual volume increased. It probably did, but it was they started hurting the wrong people. I would say that.
Right.
Yeah, I would say that.
Did they do any protest? Did you see the rich people, or did they just do everything through the court system? Like, was this a big push right here? Like, we see the rich people want a divorce from Atlanta. So was that made known, or would have had to see it on the news to know what's happening?
Yeah, you would have had to see it on the news to know what's happening, especially because that is that what now? Hello.
You in there?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Say something, D.
Hello.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, it sounded like it came out. But I
see,
thought
now
that,
I didn't know this. Now Chris Ellis just said now you can't go to Lenox Mall if you under 18. I didn't know that. So they really getting strict over there.
When did they do that?
I don't know, Chris Ellis, when they did that, because even I didn't know about this now. When they did this, Chris Ellis.
Oh, there's somebody in the chat.
Yeah, somebody in the chat. They seem like they live here. But yeah, Ayo, that's what happened. They started messing with the wrong people, basically.
And there it is. And just that quick, they needed a scapegoat. And what better scapegoat than the thugs, the gangsters? I want to ask you this, D. How heavy is like Young Thug's presence felt in Atlanta?
Very heavy. Very heavy.
That's what I'm hearing too.
That very heavy. Very heavy. He's one of the especially in the street stuff, you hear him more. Whose name right now, if you want to say whose name ring the most clout right now, is probably Lil Baby and Future, and then Thug third. But in the streets, Thug is first because Thug seemed to have his hand more in the streets. Future ain't really in the streets no more at all, for real. Like Lil Baby really done distanced himself too. You don't really hear Lil Baby, but you was always hearing about Thug and Lucci. You know that you was always hearing about them because Lucci got the YFN side, so you will see niggas the YFN chain if you go out. You know what I'm saying? Because the crazy thing about Atlanta is you see these people when you go out; they're very tangible. Like, I've been in the club with Thug several times. Been in the, you know what I'm saying? Trouble, all them niggas. So you will see them in Atlanta. You might walk in the bathroom and goddamn Gucci in the bathroom or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta, it's just it's real small like that. You know what I'm saying? It's real small like that. So they, no, Thug got clout for sure. Now Gunna, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be able to keep Gunna. They really ain't got nothing on Gunna. Gunna ain't street like that. Gunna ain't street like that at all. I don't know how Gunna got caught up in this shit.
And that's what shit get crazy. Because it's not so much about what you actually are doing. It's more about what did the team do, and that's what the Rico case is. It's I'm not going to be able to catch the boss going out here committing robberies. So it's a network of people, and that fucking Rico, that conspiracy shit is the easiest thing to prove and the hardest thing to beat. Simply
Did you hear what happened today with Thug? They got Thug on wiretap for 10 years. It came out today. He was talking on the phone. They got the wiretap. He was saying to shoot niggas. They got it on the phone. Y'all seen it? Let me see the chat.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Thug. They got Thug on the wiretap. But yeah, that conspiracy, yeah, it's super hard to prove. I mean, super hard to disprove.
It's hard to beat because it's not about what each person did. All it's about is, are you part of this gang? Yes, this gang committed crime. So that means that even as a nigga who you out there and you sold just a little bag of weed and shit like that, but you sold it to further the organization. So if we talking about YSL, anybody committing any crime, it was to further their influence. And what they fucked up heavy with on this is that they saying that even Thug's music was to instill fear. So his social media was in to further the criminal organization. And this is why Nick, like I said, there is no way out of this. This thing is dead serious. You either gonna, hey man, I'm just talking about shit that I used to do. I'm not on no goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Or you gonna accept what you get. There is no cooperating at this point. Everybody out this whole on this gangster shit. They're not real gangsters. These niggas is, and you know, I really judge a gangster off of who he is by himself. If we look at the picture of Thug on the I don't have it, Young Thug on the goddamn going to court asking for his bond and shit like that, he doesn't look so powerful anymore. And that's their main tool is isolation. Once you're away from those people who will go and ride for you, and once you separate that team, so if we're in the house all day together, it's like, yeah, nigga, I kill anybody for you. Yeah, I swear to God. You know, it's whatever. But then just as soon as you in that room by yourself, and man, you know that nigga, man, Thug finna, man, that nigga finna cooperate, boy. You better do what you need to do. Well, you know, Thug. So
okay, you back.
You looking at it and you saying, how can I be successful in this rap shit without having to outwardly show that I will kill people? And like I said, the biggest reason why niggas get fucked up with these type of charges is because a nigga can only become is mine out? A nigga will only become a drug lord like once in his life. So you don't get no do-overs. It's not like no shit to where you can practice, and practice make perfect. Like, you gonna be a gangster, a real street nigga, a real drug lord one time. Because as a nigga can see, they've been listening for 7 years, 5 years, 10 months. They've been listening for that long to make sure that you're gonna get 20 plus. When you come home, there is no drug lord no more. So every nigga get one chance, but every nigga believe that, oh shit, when I get it, nigga, I'm a goddamn do something different. Nigga, I'm for the goddamn, nigga, them niggas was stupid. They ain't do it right. In all honesty, this is why I made that video about what trapping versus a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes more sense? As a nigga in the street in 2022, there is nothing that you can do to stop a charge from coming. You cannot sell dope without letting the nigga know that you selling him dope, period, point blank. Niggas been telling on murder cases for the longest. Niggas been getting out of jail free for the longest. Niggas ain't never wanted to, nobody wants to go to jail. This is how they get you to cooperate. Like a nigga's not out that bitch like, yeah, nigga, I want to go to jail right now. No, but that is it's a real possibility. So you have to, plan for it and be prepared. But these niggas is jumping out in the street. It's like, oh, it's all good. It's all good. Like, it's like I said last night, it's like you want to eat 1,000,000 McDoubles a day, but you don't want to get fat. Man, it's some bullshit. How the fuck I get fat, dog? This some bullshit. What kind of shit? What the fuck are you talking about? This come with that. You cannot be in the street without going to jail, without getting shot, without getting murdered. Any nigga that feels that he's gonna be able to do that, you need to look at that nigga sideways. There is no protection that you can put on yourself that's gonna make it to where no nigga can rob you, no nigga can kill you, and no nigga can't set you up. Because selling dope, in order for you to be booming and bucking, you have to have licks. And just as soon as one person knows that you sell dope, you might as well, the feds know. Like, you remember back when we was younger, I be forgetting that you younger than me, but it was a commercial about HIV. And in that commercial, it said, you are sleeping with everyone that your partner is sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with this dope shit. When a nigga fire a blunt up somewhere, well, where you got this shit from? This shit smoke. Oh shit, hey yo, them, they got that gas over there. I'm gonna go fuck with that nigga. That nigga got that gas. Ooh, that pressure. And you not knowing that, yeah, that's a new lick, and that nigga will pay top dollar. But that nigga ain't got no type of soul, no type of heart. And this is a nigga who like to do drugs. He not no gangster. He don't want to go in that jail. This nigga is terrified of going to jail and being raped. So terrified, that nigga's not finna take no goddamn charge for you. That nigga get pulled over, man. Look, man, I'm gonna go to my girl house. Dog, we just seen it with Thug in 2018 when he was trying to get out of jail. He was saying he want to be back home with his family. Niggas want to go back home to their family. And that at that very moment, that's the decision that you make. Do you love the streets? Do you love your street reputation more than you love your family? You're going to show that. If you love your family, then you're going to do what you need to do to come on home to your family. Your mama, she's sick. You got to help her in and out the bed. Your daughter acting up at school. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to add this too.
Go ahead.
A lot of them gangsters that say that, a lot of niggas, when they get hemmed up, they facing years, they say they want to come home to their baby, to their girl. But nigga, while you was out, you haven't seen that baby twice this year. When you see what I'm saying? You don't take care of that kid. You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen that girl. You be with every other girl but that girl. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas say that they try to use the family, but when you was out here hustling, we had to beg you to stop by to see the baby.
Yeah,
so a lot of niggas like to use that when it's convenient. Niggas like to use that when it's convenient.
Shout out to that nigga, goddamn Oak. I see you, Oaks. Oak said he paying his tithe here. We doing this tonight, and we gonna definitely have Dr. D back tomorrow night because we got to talk about that thing down there in Buffalo. You seen that shooting, D?
I ain't even seen that. I've been sleeping.
Man, it's a goddamn man's murder. Another goddamn white boy and killed some folks up there in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, at the Walmart.
Yeah, up there at the store.
Okay, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. Okay. I thought it was somewhere else. I thought it said like Philadelphia or something. Okay. That was Buffalo.
Man, shout to that nigga Will. Will, I see you, big home. I see you. We gonna handle business too. Shout out to that nigga Showboat coming through heavy. Showboat ain't say not a word. Just came with straight love. When we looking at what's going on in Atlanta, D, I wanted to ask you, man. I showed a picture. I don't know if you've seen it, but I showed a picture of this police chief dude. Whoever this police chief is, there it is. There they go. There go that coon. Have you ever seen these people before, D?
Let's see.
I gotta check this out. Hold on. You can't be serious. Come on, bitch. Oh, you for real? And at this point, it ain't about who you like as a rapper. Damn, like what the fuck was they doing? That's a long ass time without nobody. This nigga right here, D.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't seen him before, but I don't know as much about him as that lady. Now I've seen a lot about that lady because that lady, that she the one that was trying to do that stuff with Trump.
Good afternoon to you all. Thank you all for coming out. I want to acknowledge the DA and the county sheriff. We're here today to speak on the arrest of Member Police in collaboration with the county DA's office and the county sheriff yesterday. This collaboration is representative of the partnership of the Atlanta Police Department and the DA's office on our aggressiveness in going after gang members. The mayor, as well as the DA, gave an interview on last week, expressing the concerns about what we were seeing in our city and how we would go after any offender. And at the direction of the DA taking the lead on us yesterday, making sure that we were able to get one of our top offenders off of the street. In partnership with them, utilizing our tactical teams, we were able to.
You know what that say? You know what that says to me? That says to me that says that. So why does this sound so far away? What that says, when you tell me, D, that when you tell me that hold on, we might just found something. Hold on, y'all, just cool out. Cool out. I might have found something. And this what, see there? This what coming from the bottom teacher. What? What you learn when you come from the bottom is you learn how to make the best out of what you got. And that's what we gonna do. Now they fucking with these shit now. What the hell?
That was me.
Oh, that was you? I'm about to say, yeah, these people trying to fuck with D now. Yeah.
I'm trying to get
right
there.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all let me know if the mic go out, D. Just call the phone or something. But when you come from, the bottom plank, what you learn is how to deal with situations when shit ain't that good. So, and this is what I'm saying, if we stop looking at what is the easiest way to get something, and let's be totally honest. And D, I want you to answer this for me. Is there no, I'll answer this, be truthful now. Is there no bitches in Atlanta that will date a nigga that is not trapping?
There's plenty of them. Shit, every nurse, you know, I work at the hospital, so almost every girl I talk to is nurses. Even just off that, you can have a whole team just off nurses. Black women that got careers going, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look in the wrong place, they not gonna do it. If you try to go get a stripper from Onyx, no, they're probably not gonna talk to you if you're not a trapper. But if you get, it's plenty of black women out here. Go down there, because people never talk about these women. Go down there to Georgia State on graduation. All the black women graduating with they, you know what I'm saying? Lawyer graduating with they, it's plenty of women that will.
So you can't play that game. Dog, you chose to be a gangster. Live that shit, my nigga. And that means live that shit on both ends of the stick. They supposed to put a fucking whole operation on you. What that say when you tell me they been on that nigga for 10 years, what that say is that these motherfuckers had a hold on niggas. We just waiting to drop that shit. We just waiting to drop that shit when the time, and when election time come around, and you would know that if you was really like that. You would know about the Tuesdays and Thursdays. You would know these little small things, but you not that. Y'all niggas just shaking hands in a funny way and putting a bandana up in the club when you drunk and high. You not ready to go in this motherfucker and really, I'm talking about everybody in this bitch, you have to run that with everybody. You don't want to do that. You're going to try to pay niggas so you don't have to do that. That's not how you built. You just feel like it's easy to get bitches like this. And this is the easiest way to do it. There is no thinking that goes into the street, period, point blank. In fact, the less you think, the more gangster you will be. The nigga, man, that nigga ain't played no game, boy. Ooh, that nigga, it's the nigga who just dumb than a motherfucker. Ain't got, you dropped out of school in 2nd grade, just got stupid ass palm strength. You know what I'm saying? And turning niggas upside down, robbing them. That's the niggas who is the most gangster. You went to the easiest thing. And for some reason, you feel like there is no backside. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is America, home of capitalism. There's a reason why you can see homeless people. Dog, I remember the first time me and mother came to Atlanta because my sister had she was in a band. She had a recital at in DC, so we had to go through Atlanta. And I got off. We was on, I think we rode the mega bus some of the way. And then we got on the plane. Did we get on the plane? Probably did, I'm sure. But I got off the bus and then we went down the street and it was Atlanta. And we went down the street and then we made a right. And then down this street, it was all homeless people. And mother kind of, you know what I'm saying? She kind of tensed up a little bit. Like, and I said they had to hold a little bit. And it was homeless people on both sides of the street. And they had tents out there. And I think it had to been the homeless that my mother said it was Skid Row. And so that would have had to been right across the street from, what do you call that thing? Where they feed homeless people. It would have had to be right there. And so that was my first time ever seeing like a group of homeless people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason why the motherfuckers is down there. This shit is not easy. It's not easy going to the job day in and day out. Not to mention you going to the job day in and day out, but you go on Instagram and see these niggas balling out of control. Y'all fuck nigga broke. Y'all niggas better get y'all some money. Yeah, just dropped 40K on my teeth. Fuck nigga. You know, like they talking like that. And then you seeing the bitches that you like, they up under the picture with the googly eyes and all this shit. And these niggas is exposing the bitches that you want. They exposing them hoes. They exposing them bitches like, yeah, this bitch all in my inbox. You know, and you really like that hoe. If this shit was a straight shot and there wasn't any hard decisions that had to be made in life, then there would be no Skid Row. There's a reason why those people are down there. They made those decisions and they tried to take those shortcuts. There's risk in everything. This is why when a nigga saying, yeah, I'm finna goddamn just throw goddamn 80,000 in the stock market, I'm finna get goddamn 8 million back. Anybody tell you it's a for sure you gonna get double your money, you really need to look at that nigga weird, because that shit doesn't exist. This is real life. Those things don't exist. Everybody is looking for a get rich quick scheme, but if there wasn't any risk, you wouldn't be able to make that much money. In the stock market, you don't get the big return right now from fucking with guaranteed stocks. You don't get the most money off a bet from like Canelo and let's say Cambosis and Devin Haney. Okay, so if you choose, well, that's a different kind of fight. Let's say Canelo and well, I can't even say that, but you know what the hell I'm saying. If the motherfucker, so let's say the Buffalo Bills against the Tom Brady Patriots, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no big return on saying that Tom Brady is gonna win. You get the big money from risking it and hoping that there's a sliver of hope that the goddamn Buffalo Bills actually pull it out. And so that's the risk right there. You're probably going to lose. And this is why they'll give you 5-to-1 odds. Those sucker bets. That is what life is. There is not going to be no goddamn get rich quick scheme to where you're not risking nothing. But I think a lot of these niggas, they acting like they don't understand what they risking until it's too late. Until you in the car and you can't understand why you wet and you can't breathe. You was just on the live stream laughing and now you can't breathe. And you wondering, whoa, hold on, this shit is serious. Everybody should help. And that is not gonna happen. You thinking that everybody gonna stop, the whole world gonna stop when you catch your motherfucking charge. But what actually happens is just as soon as them folks find out you ain't got no bond, motherfuckers is looking for another nigga to leash off of. The niggas who were left on the street from YSL, them niggas going around them YFN niggas now. Man, we need to go on squat to B, man. This shit don't make no sense. This nigga was just over that bitch talking about he finna go slide. Because he was trying to get in your good favor. He was trying to get you to goddamn give him some money. So he always act like he ready to go kill somebody. As soon as you get locked up, that man, look, man, I got a family of my own, man. I can't really keep taking these calls. My nigga, are you serious? Like, nigga, I brought you on the road with me. You couldn't even buy food. I got your teeth done. You all this bitch in Micah Miri. I bought you all the pills and everything. And now you telling me, but that's when you realize, yeah, we wasn't really homeboys. I ain't know this nigga for 4 months. Niggas is making a lot of different alliances in the street. And because you high, man, I love you, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about with a sober tongue, a drunk tongue, talk a sober mind. I don't believe that. Motherfuckers say anything. And when we dealing with a nigga having to make the hardest decision of his life, which is, am I going to stay out here with my family or I'm going to go in this bitch and do my time like a man? When I know that there is no reward except for a nigga saying you a real nigga. But like I said last night, a nigga will steal, rape, and rob you in that system, no matter what the fuck you did good, no matter how good you fucking, yeah, you know, I held it down for the team, took one for the team. That's the word. Oh, look, I need that, you ain't gonna goddamn shoot me them goddamn suits. Whoa, bro, I won the bet. Say, bro, I need that. You a gangster, and niggas don't understand that. Gangsters, street niggas, thugs don't get no mercy from nobody. Nobody got no mercy. When we ride by, and that's what D was saying. As long as niggas is robbing niggas, it's all love. You heard what D just said. D just told you, goddamn, this shit ain't come down like this until these motherfucking folks got robbed. Look at that. Atlanta suburbs looks to break away from the city. That was 10 months ago to the day. How long they said they was monitoring them, D?
You talking about how long were they monitoring Young Thug?
Yeah, how long they had phone cap?
Since like 2013, something like that. About 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wiretap, all that. Because you remember already they just couldn't get him, but you remember Thug shot up Wayne's tour bus. Everybody knew that. That was common knowledge.
I thought, but see that's where it went crazy because they were saying that was another nigga. We ain't gotta say no name, but Atlanta know. And you know that's another thing too. Y'all folks that's actually in Atlanta, like the nigga who shout out to Big Homie, you know, when they brought it to me and told me about how this shit right here is what actually prompted this investigation to go through. Like, all right, let's get down to this. I was told that Atlanta has had a succession of black mayors since the 60s. Is that correct?
Now, you know I'm not that old, but all of them I can remember. You took it too far back on me there. Don't take it that far back on me now.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the ones I can remember have been black, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's been they wanted to keep that representation black. And people, they say back in the day, they knew that you can come to Atlanta and you can make some of yourself because Atlanta is a progressive place for black people. You can come down here and make money.
Mm-hmm.
The money. So, and I added that Atlanta is a transient city. So you can go to Atlanta and not bump into anybody that's from Atlanta. You go to Atlanta, you bump into it. I'm talking about the actual Atlanta downtown, where where a nigga would be at if he's coming down there, without the dope shit. So you might meet a nigga from Los Angeles, Wisconsin, all of these things. You know, Atlanta has that discount mall. Then they got that mall where that dude, that fucking security guard dude who went viral back in the day because he was tasing niggas, daring something. So they had that shit, but it was like a inside flea. Down here we got flea markets, and flea market is outside, but they like had flea markets inside. I remember going into it was on Old National. I don't know what it was, but it was on Old National, and it was like an inside flea market. They had the Africans up in there with the goddamn
It's theater.
Oh man, yeah. And so
you can go over there and get you some cologne. You can get your hair cut for $15. You know what I'm saying? Get you some fake Jordans.
Yeah,
they got Jordans over there.
Yeah, they got them. They got the incense, so it's like an inside flea market. So it's like you got Africans and all kind of shit. So it's like entrepreneurship down there. So you got a whole bunch of different people here, and you can make money. And nigga said this is where Coca-Cola has their base in Atlanta. So this is a money city. And because of affirmative action, you had to have like somebody higher up in the business, a black person high in the business. So you can bump into a woman that's a lawyer. You got Spelman down there, Morehouse, and other colleges and stuff like that. And he said you can bump into these, she got a whole business. She's a fitness model and she a lawyer. This is progressive black people.
Yep.
When COVID hit, but he thought it was important to let me know that he said he was talking about where Rollo is from, called the Bluff. The Bluff. It's called the Bluff. And it's that apartment complex that Rollo bought, that's in the Bluff, and that's where he grew up. I think. Is that where Shawty Lois from?
Shawty Lois from Bankhead too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Shawty
Yeah,
Lois
okay.
from the Bluff. I think the Bluff is close to Bankhead, but Shawty Lois definitely from Bankhead.
Okay, so they grew up there, and he told me about how the Vietnam War, heroin addicts. So you had people who did not stay, they weren't from Atlanta, but they went to war and got a fucking heroin habit. And if you stayed in Georgia, when you come from the military or from over there to the war, you came to Atlanta and then you disperse and go to, Griffin or Gwinnett or all these other places, you know what I'm saying, that motherfucker will go. But because motherfucker was on that heroin, the heroin was in Atlanta. So motherfuckers never left. They just stayed right there. So you had a booming trap right there. But niggas knew their place. If you a trap nigga, then you stay on the crust. You don't go inside. Gentrification come, white people walking their dogs, and they are in this place, Midtown or Buckhead, is what I was told.
You were told what now? You were told that that's where the white people are?
Yes, the rich people is in Buckhead and Midtown. Is that correct?
That's correct. Now, Midtown, it's a different type of rich people. The people in Midtown don't have that much power because now the people in Buckhead, they're going to tend to be white people or Asian or other ethnicities that are older and more connected and got their power. The people in Midtown tend to be your kind of fast money young people, and they don't have a lot of power because half of them getting the money illegally. But you know what I'm saying? So Midtown is going to be your scammers, your dope boys, your strippers, and any gay person in the whole city is basically gonna live in Midtown. So Midtown doesn't have as much power. It is expensive. It's very expensive in Midtown, but it's a different type of money. You see what I'm saying? The money in
Midtown
Buckhead
right here, or just Buckhead?
That's in Buckhead. That's in Buckhead. That's near Lenox. Let me see what that say. Yeah, that's the Hermes store. So yeah, that's in Buckhead. That's near Lenox. Yeah, that's Buckhead right there. Midtown is gonna have more taller buildings. Like you see that building right there, the buildings in Buckhead are kind of that size. It's gonna be a couple of skyscrapers, but when you see Midtown, so see that's Midtown, I think kind of more toward the back, and then downtown too. Once the buildings get taller, then that's when you kind of entering into Midtown and downtown. But Buckhead is gonna have those kind of a little bit shorter buildings, maybe like 10 stories or some shit. They ain't gonna have the 40-story, 50, 60-story buildings in Buckhead. Not that many of them. It's a couple of them, but
hold on. So Buckhead ain't where the rich people at? Midtown is where the rich people at?
No. Both of them are rich people, but Midtown, that's a younger crowd. Buckhead is where the old money, older people. Some young people stay in Buckhead too now. Some young people stay in Buckhead too, but Midtown is gonna tend to be your kind of younger, trendy type people. You know what I'm saying? On the new trend. You see a lot of people down there now, they doing this thing, they on bays. The girls, they don't wear no tampons no more. They free bleed everywhere. The little trendy stuff.
What?
All that's in yeah. That's what's going on now. All that's in Midtown, the kind of hippie, trendy people or the LGBTQ heavy down there, scammers. That's all like young money, fast money, or either kind of different people. I ain't even gonna call them weird because I don't want to get us knocked out this thing. But you see what I'm saying? Buckhead, it's gonna be a little bit more lawyers, a little bit more doctors, people with more like that. So that they got more power. See what I'm saying?
Where is this theater at? This theater where the old theater that's been there for like a long time. The theater.
What are you talking about, Chad?
Like an old theater or something.
Somebody said free bleeding. What the hell?
yeah. It's supposed to be a theater or something. And they said
the Fox. The Fox. You talking about that?
I don't know, but it's like that's where all the money is at down there.
Well, that's downtown. I think you're talking about the Fox, but that's downtown. The Fox is downtown, and that's definitely where money is downtown. But you almost can't really live downtown. I mean, you can. It's very expensive, but Downtown is more so like things like that. So the Fox, it's a lot of businesses downtown, hotels, restaurants, clubs, the Fox, things like that. It's a couple of residential areas, but it's gonna be more so Buckhead and Midtown where have way more places for you to actually live in. Whereas downtown is more business because downtown where the World of Coke at. I don't know if you've ever been to the World of Coke, AO, but World of Coke, Centennial Park.
Is that Coca-Cola or
Yeah,
it's
like the headquarters. Yeah, it's like the headquarters. You can go tour it. It's actually pretty cool. You can taste the Coke from all over the world. You know, it tastes different everywhere. So you can taste what it tastes like in China, what it tastes like in Vietnam, because it's all different. It's a different formula for all of them. It's pretty interesting.
So that's the tourist attraction. So you don't want to live downtown because that'd be like living downtown New Orleans.
You can. It's just, first of all, it's just not that many residential places downtown, and they all very expensive. And you would have to be a certain type of person. You would pretty much have to be single because it would be so aggravating having any type of child or anything. It's always something going on. So it's a few places to stay downtown, but they are very expensive. So first of all, you got to be making some good money to stay near the World of Coke and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Downtown, Midtown, and Buckhead are three different things.
Yes. Downtown, like I said, downtown. Okay, where the Falcons play, where the Hawks play. You got State Farm Arena, World of Coke, Centennial Park. You got the Westin Hotel, stuff like that. Then you go to Midtown, and that's where more residential areas are where you can stay at. Now, Midtown is very close to downtown, and you being from out of town, you probably won't be able to tell the difference. See what I'm saying? And then you got, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What the chat saying? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, I can barely hear you. You want me to just keep going? Oh, wait, okay.
Yeah, I'm coming through the rain now, but it's gonna be on the Big Facts Podcast channel and the Rap Trap and the Stupid Rappers channel. Probably about an hour or so now. But I'm finna send you the damn, it's raining. I'm finna send you the call in number 9. But yeah, I just need you to just speak about it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm a big proponent for Black women. And I just want you to come on and just make sure that you make that distinction between, what you stand for and, upstanding Black women. Like I said, I felt like you would be the best representative of the NABs, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? I have, some real detailed questions about how they actually pay y'all to destroy successful Black men. Obviously, Gayle King, she up there, she's the grand wizard of that clan of nothing ass bitches that just have a darker skin pigmentation than their Anglo counterparts. But yeah, just speak about, how they pay you and everything like that, and just the power. Like y'all was able to carry that goddamn gunshot story for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, in most situations, the world would have obviously seen that, if it was a gunshot, then, you know what I'm saying, obviously you wouldn't be able to twerk no matter how many muscles you have in your foot. And we see it's plenty of them in there because of the size. But no, like I said, just come on through, and I want to know, because that the doctor just not coming out. I'm sure that doctor is probably on the run for his life for letting that be known. After that interview with Gayle, I'm pretty sure y'all thought y'all had it all, covered up. Y'all even put a mute on tour, so he couldn't even, fight the storm that was a gunshot wound with no gunshot wound symptoms at all. So, like I said, that's a lot of power. So, just like I said, I'm finna send you the call-in number now. And I just want you to talk about, just being part of that system, that right hand of white supremacy that fights tooth and nail to destroy successful black men. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. I'm finna send it to you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I'm good. Hold on. I'm back. I sound like I was before.
Yeah.
We good. We good. Yeah, dog. Don't call me, dog. Come on with that nonsense, dog. Come on with that shit, dog. We got enough of these motherfuckers trying to, throw shit off. Don't help the motherfuckers.
This is what I want to say too about the thug situation. A lot of people is saying where they targeting us, the black community, hip hop, because of the lyric thing. They're saying nobody else, no other genre of music gets locked up for their lyrics, right? Oh. Can you hear me? Oh, he doing something. I'm waiting for him to get back. Hello? Wait, see.
Can you hear me, D?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. The call-in number is on the Patreon.
You want me to go ahead and keep going though?
Speak on. I got you coming back.
Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, so a lot of people were saying the whole lyric thing. Oh, they don't target no other genre of music. They only use our lyrics in court. That's what a lot of people are saying. But I feel like we as a black community and any artist that might be listening to this, we got to take accountability, because you got Back in Blood. You got every song full of lyrics about killing, robbing, what you gonna do if somebody, you know what I'm saying? So my question to you is, what lyric would they use from a country song to indict them? Give me one lyric they can use. If anybody in this chat, I send you $100 right now. If somebody can give me a Taylor Swift lyric that could be used against her in court, I give anybody $100 right now. Post a Taylor Swift lyric that could be used against her in court. Anytime she talks about murdering somebody, I want to hear Taylor Swift talk about murder. Or and we can even use a dude. Let's do Adam Levine. What's the dude name from Maroon 5?
I think Adam.
Yeah, give me the Maroon 5 song. Give me the Maroon 5 song that talks about murder, dealing drugs, getting it back in blood. And then on top of that, we take it a step further as black people. Not only we gonna kill you, we gonna dish you and make a song like Dead Bitches after we do it.
That's right. That's right. We got to do that.
I'm looking at the chat now. I'm seeing if somebody can give me a lyric from another genre of music that
we don't. And like I said, so if y'all new here, we don't play them retarded games. If you say something, we don't do that whole. We just so retarded, we can't help it, dog. It is and this is what I'm saying. This is why I ask folks for their social media. This is why I ask them for, where you from? Because you just trying to say shit like, they don't target. What the fuck are you talking about? Who in the fuck else would be targeted in these songs? See, that's what I'm saying. We can't fix no fucking problem if we just, I ain't gonna think about it. It's like, my nigga, how the fuck is we gonna get our car back on the road to handle our business if we won't admit that the transmission it went out. You can talk about how, man, other cars driving, you can talk about as many cars on the road as you want to, but until that you admit that not only is the transmission out, but it's out because you fucked it up. You had plenty of signs that told you you need to fix this shit and you didn't do it. Accountability is the first step to progress. Until you admit that, can't nothing happen. We don't this is what I'm talking about. You don't get thrown into the street. I don't give a fuck if you was raised. There is a fucking choice that you make. And even if, man, this is all I ever know. As soon as you get locked up and go to that goddamn youth camp, yeah, I know that shit illegal like a motherfucker. You make the choice to do the easier thing, dog. It's easy to sell dope. You can be a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 90-year-old grandma. Selling dope is the easiest thing that you will ever do. You don't have to do any promotion. You don't have to do any marketing. You don't have to have a chair board or fucking. They gonna come to you, and this is why I kind of slap back when people talk about you can sell dope. You can run a Fortune 500 business, dog. Selling dope is, hey, got that gas, boy? Let me get some. You're not gonna have that same type of shit. You've never seen them niggas in the mall not only trying to sell that goddamn that shit that clean your shoe, but them goddamn Arabs trying to sell them chains. Them motherfuckers in the mall trying to sell them phones. Dog, this is fucking marketing that you have to do. You would never have to do that with dope. You would never have to be out in the open hoping that somebody give your shit a try. That shit gonna sell itself. That's why you jump off in that shit. Not to mention, like I said last night, you want what come with you being a gangster. You want what come with you being a dope boy until you get what come with it. And what come with it is murder, being paralyzed, being shot and left with a shit bag, bleeding out in the street, and people trying to get dope off you as you bleed out, and going in court and getting life without in a racist town. Nobody want to read your letters about how they railroaded you. You ain't have nothing but an ounce of crack and they gave you a life sentence. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Just as soon as you jump into the street as a gangster, as a street nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about you. And that's what come with it. When you're a law-abiding citizen, that's when people will come over and try to help. But as long as you out this bitch thugging, drugging, and doing what real gangsters do, dog, that's what come with this shit. And this is what I'm saying about motherfuckers who've never been outside speaking in conversations they shouldn't be speaking in. You don't know what's going on, obviously. If you are a gangster, that means that you laugh at the motherfucker who gets murdered because they tried to testify. You don't feel nothing for them. You don't feel no mercy. You don't go to court and testify. If you have to hold someone's child hostage so that they won't go to court and testify, if you have to kill someone's child to get a ransom out of them to get their dope money, that's what come with this shit. There ain't no wrong in all that shit. As soon as you come into the underworld, all rules is off. It's the wild, wild west. And I made this post a couple of weeks ago. I said, any culture that holds stupidity in high regard, that respects stupidity, that culture cannot be sustained. But that is exactly where you at. Whenever you in a spot where bitches will get on top of a car and start twerking and in the goddamn car wreck and they talking about I need an ambulance. Where niggas will be out this bitch flashing big money and then when nigga goddamn hit him with that goddamn pistol, oh, the nigga took my money. That him right there, he did it. Dog, you were just throwing up gang signs. You are in a music video shaking up with a nigga. You can't go to court and testify because a nigga came in your house and killed everybody. That's what you brought to that house. That nigga don't like your game. That's what come with this shit.
And you know what's crazy too?
Go ahead. Speak on.
When you mention a lot of people be like, oh, well, this is the streets. The only thing I know, selling dope into the life, into the street life, they want everything to good come with it, right?
Yeah.
And you mentioned you likened it to a business. niggas love to say this the only thing I know. I don't know how to do nothing else. I was brought up in the streets. But it's funny how when it's something that they want to know, niggas won't know nothing about business, never been nowhere. But if you ask a nigga how many points LeBron had 4 weeks ago, they can tell you exactly. Niggas will research what they want and look deep into what they want to.
That's heavy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
So you could at that
That's
same
heavy.
time, you can tell me Luka's whole stat sheet, but you can't tell me what the stocks did. So it's still a choice, like you were saying. It's a choice, and we put our energy where we want to put our energy. Same thing to the females, the ones that stuck with the baby dad twerking on the car. Or that's all I know. You hadn't learned nothing else because you can tell me exactly who cheated on who on Love and Hip Hop. You watch every episode, but you hadn't went down there to Spelman or down there to Georgia State, and you could have. You see what I'm saying? You could have read that book.
Or even Phoenix University, Faulkner, Bishop State, a Job Corps, a vocational school. So this is what I'm saying. When you say that, they targeting, hold on, my nigga. What that sounds like to me is children. He was doing it too. Hold on. I don't give a fuck what that child did. Why in the fuck you? Because he did it, that make it right? They are trying to look what's happening right now. They're trying to make it seem like Young Thug and Gunna and the slime niggas and the YPN rap niggas is the most dangerous threat to society. And you look up not 2 seconds later, and another goddamn young white boy has killed mass murder. How much you want to bet that mass murder don't get as much press as this shit right here, every channel? Talking about the dangers of niggas selling gas. The dangers of niggas wearing bandanas. While you got a white boy just open fire, killed 10 people, walked through that bitch, and police knew damn well allow him to surrender. A nigga can't get out the motherfucking car too fast. It's a whole, so this is why I can't fuck with what's going on. If you are in this song talking about, yeah, fuck nigga, we gonna slide. I can't wait to do that video about that goddamn white boy in Buffalo. I know that somebody gonna slide on some nigga. If a nigga say something online to you, then it's murder for the rest of your life. It's murder your whole family. I see your brother, your manager, anybody out there, bitch. It's over with. I can't wait for us to rally and see what we finna do down here in Buffalo. White boy just walked in that bitch and killed 10 motherfuckers. A nigga ain't killed 10 motherfuckers in his whole life. 100 niggas ain't killed 10 motherfuckers in their whole life. One white boy went in that bitch with tactical precision. A nigga can't hit what he's shooting at if he right in front of it. It took that boy who shot Indian Red, took that nigga a whole clip. So when we playing into this game of acting, like I said, these niggas is professional gun showers. These niggas be in the music video doing all kind of tricks with that goddamn gun. Putting the laser, they shaking that bitch, letting the nigga know they'll let that bitch go. They doing all kind of shit with that gun in that video. That nigga went straight from that video shoot and clocked in up there at the goddamn stove. Went straight from that video shoot and put on this goddamn Burger King outfit on the goddamn drive-thru. Mad because ain't nobody dropped the goddamn grease. Mad because he got to do the grease and shit like that. But you all in the video shaking the gun. You got bandanas tied around the gun. And it's like, this is the issue. We are helping them paint us in this light as if we're dangerous. I guarantee you, for all of them motherfucking people they have on that dangerous list, where that damn list at? For all of the goddamn people that they have on this list, all of the teams of people, all of the groups of people that they have on this list right here. Hold on. Right there. There you go. Right there. You look on that list right there. I guarantee you You go on that list and you look, all of those motherfucking gangs combined have not done the damage that that one white boy just did not 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
If we talking about crime, if we talking about danger, there is no bigger threat than the goddamn Anglo child. And I'm saying child because that go for boy or girl. We could never live up to the type of evil that they have. We've seen a 7-year-old white boy do something that a nigga couldn't do with 3 lifetimes. No matter who the fuck he was beefing with, he could never do the shit that these motherfuckers do just on the willy-nilly. And these motherfuckers do not be broke. A nigga is killing a nigga for a reason. A nigga even hit an innocent bystander. That nigga, he tore up. A nigga be tore up about killing a nigga that did something to him. It still hurt his soul. Them motherfuckers can kill and laugh and smile about it. Wait till you see this damn white boy in Buffalo. Wait till you see his interrogation. I bet you that motherfucker in that bitch smiling like he did a good job. We know niggas in the hood right now that dusted a nigga off years and years ago and he still ain't got back right. Years ago, I asked for a 30-day crime fast. I asked that, hey, as black people, can we get 30 days where we don't commit no crime so that we can trust each other and we can stand up for each other whenever some bad shit happen, when the police killed an unarmed black man. We've not seen not one of these motherfucking mass murderers killed by a police officer. And that's really sad when you think about it. It's like, these motherfuckers just got done, not 3 minutes ago, not 2 minutes ago. They just got done killing motherfuckers, and you still don't see him as a threat the same way you see a unarmed black man. If we are saying that we have an issue with the way we're being portrayed, it's time out for this nonsense. Your beef with, and the fucked up part is, I got some old Atlanta news that the nigga Peanut, YFN Lucci, and Thug was all friends. Just like Trap Boy Freddy, Mo 3, and Yella Beezy, and Go Yayo, all friends. G Money, Fredo Bang, and NBA Youngboy, all friends. It was the rap shit that destroyed the relationship and made niggas go to war, because they never knew how to be gangsters. So they never was able to get past that thing to where people can instigate and make you fight somebody. You ain't no street nigga. You don't know that the nigga's instigating. You really think you need to go do something about it because you don't know what the fuck you doing. You've been thrown into a jungle and you got the uniform on, but you don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't understand what people are saying. So I'm asking niggas to stop acting like you gangsters. Stop acting like you like that, because the real gangsters, the real street niggas, we came out the street. There's no way, there's no possible way that you niggas is street enough to where it's just, yeah, nigga. You cannot be as street as you say you are, because the shit that these niggas be talking about, stepping down and yeah, letting down, shoot out the car, I walk up on niggas. Dog, any nigga, any real street nigga, even motherfuckers who was on the outskirts of the street will be able to tell you, dog, the dangerous motherfuckers ain't do that much talking. They didn't do that much talking, my nigga. They didn't know how to dress. Them niggas barely ain't know how to brush their teeth or put on deodorant. Them niggas was stove, and niggas respected that shit. Niggas threw dope on the ground when they came around. Y'all niggas is too fly. Go ahead, speak on.
I gotta head out, but I just want to say something before I head
out. Yeah, my fault, my man. You know I get crazy, man.
You good. I just want to say, when you look at this Thug situation, everybody should pay attention, especially if you a young artist listening, but just anybody young listening, because when you get involved with the street stuff, you see what's gonna happen, and it make it so much worse that it's Thug, because Thug made it. Thug charged $900 for a show. Thug has millions of dollars. That makes it even worse. You see what I'm saying? It's worse when you up and then you remember when the Falcons lost that Super Bowl? They was beating them by like 30 points and then they lost. That makes it so much worse. And guess who's gonna benefit when you get involved with the street stuff, even though you think it's cool because in our culture it's cool. It's cool to flash the gun. It's cool to be able to say on that song like Thug said, you know, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with their body. Or all the lyrics it sound hard, and I admit it sound good. It sound good in the club. It sound hard over the beat. But when
Thug said that?
Yeah, in that song, Anybody. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with their body. That's what everybody been playing over and over. It's the song with Nicki. But when you say all that, it sounds cool, but you're putting that negative energy out. You're putting yourself close to it, and this might happen because Adam Levine, I can guarantee you this, they not about to come get Maroon 5, but they ain't even nowhere near no investigation. When black people, once we get money, we don't need to be anywhere near nothing street. No, I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't, you see what I'm saying? Because here's the crazy thing. The only thing that's gonna happen, nothing good gonna happen to you. You know who's gonna benefit? You know who's benefiting right now, Ayo? And everybody listening? 300 Entertainment. How much you think Thug streams and went up this past week? How much you think Thug streams and went through the roof? Gunna streams and went through the roof. So you would do bad, and then at the end of the day, you get nothing from it. You lose everything, and the white man still won in the end.
And you know, a question that I ask as we close out, a question that I ask is, Yellow Beezy saw Mo3's manager at the club, and he ran him down and assaulted him. I asked this on the Patreon, a video about did DJ Academics bring this Black Death plague to our community. I asked, if you want to kill everybody that has anything to do with making your ops this song do numbers, why hasn't anybody stormed into any of these major labels? And like I said, you know, at the end of the day, as we speak here, you know, I always love to rock out with people smarter than myself. I thought it was extremely important to get D on here. What we're pushing, along with the rap trap, along with the Me Too movement, we asking that the media platforms live up to what they talk about. If you truly don't like what's happening to these rappers, if you don't get paid more when rappers die or get arrested, then we're asking that for the whole month of November, you don't post any negative news about anyone Black. You can talk all you want to talk about Chinese rappers, white rappers, all of that. But as far as Black rappers that you are just so sad that you can hold the fucking camera and cry. This, if you read this, I made this comic, and it's exactly what's going on. As a media platform, you can't act like you don't know. And the petition is on change.org. Sign the petition, get your people to sign it. Me and the core team are working extremely hard. Shout out to every member of the core team, how we rock out. But media has a lot to do with this. These media platforms are making it to where a artist cannot go behind the scenes and squash a beef. An artist has to do something when he sees an artist. Like I said, if Lil Tim did not kill King Von, Quando Rondo's career is over. We're coming into a day and age to where you can't be a real gangster. You have to be more gangster than anybody could ever be in one lifetime. You have to act like what those Anglo boys really live like. You give a nigga some money and he's peaceful. You give them Anglo people money, they still have an itch and want to kill because that's in their genetics. And I feel like everything is connected. There's a reason why we continue to act gangster, but as we see, we don't never laugh in these interrogation rooms. That goddamn white boy that just killed them folks up there in Buffalo, he gonna be laughing in that interrogation room. We don't laugh because we act like we surprised. What's going on? I want to go home to my family. Hold on, my nigga. You just said in a song that I never killed nobody, but I had something to do with that body. What the fuck are you talking about? What? But that's what you had to say in order to further your career. And that's what we should be looking at. And any artist who's looking at this game as it is, rappers getting killed, hit with Ricos every day of the week. We just had Lil Key died. Another artist in Dallas died yesterday. You watching this shit happen, but you still doing the same things that they did, but expecting different results. D, tell me what that's the definition of.
Insanity.
That's correct. Doing the same thing, expecting different results, that is insanity. I want to thank everybody who came out and fought with us. Obviously, shout out to D. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of him. If y'all have not seen his other video where we talked about how to tell when a bitch has had surgery, you better get over there immediately. I appreciate everybody who went to the Cash App and PayPal, show love. We're gonna continue to push and put this shit in their face. Hopefully D'll have some time tomorrow, and we will be talking about that white boy up there in Buffalo. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love, love. D, I appreciate that.
I appreciate you having me on. Ayo, hey, y'all stay good out there.
Work.
Get out of there! Oh, man, he in there. Oh, going to the front. Man, going to the front on them niggas. Man, who baby daddy is this? Hey, if he smell it, it's over with. If he smell that shit, it's over with. He digging.
So yeah, they all gonna attack. They all gonna try every trick in the book to try to make sure that this movement, dissipates well before November. By November.
What do you think needs to be changed in the way black men are policed in America?
Leave that up with the critics and the laws and all that old shit. We having fun, we iced out, we having money. That's how we doing it.
So you feel like it's not the artist's place to speak on social issues?
No.
No, that's real. You know that shit real. I'm taking that bitch up to the mall.
One of the main reasons that you have to have a real good size is because they have to be able to show the penetration. If they can't see the penetration, where is the porn? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the movie? You can't, there is no movie that just two people pants pressing. Like, who wants to watch that shit? Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, like I said, man, I don't want to sit here and like just make you feel bad because you got a small dick or whatever. Nah, it's not even that. I'm just going to try to let you know the straight up truth. No producer's going to book you because you have a small penis. But
look at Dirk different, and I've bumped his music before, but it's like you're able to say, okay, I'm not beefing with X, Y, and Z, but then you come out and you beef and you dropping, you know, you smoking this pack, you pushing that, but you're able to side with a white boy at a Martin Luther King fest. Like, I don't get it. Like, does Def Jam not have enough influence on you to denounce it in the hood? Like, does Def Jam have more power now than O Block did to you? If you ask me, yeah. Whatever the label says, it seems like at this particular point, you have to do. Like,
I gotta do A.O. Pacheco. I gotta.
Cause I might tune in. A.O. Pacheco, whatever the case may be. I subscribe to A.O.
In my mind, I always think, well, shout out to Big Facts Podcast. A.O. Pacheco then. He came up with something I've been thinking about what he says. You should cry when your loved one jump off the porch, not when they get killed.
Candio show.
She do it. She called the nigga, let him know, you know what I'm saying, I got somebody want to buy a house, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. He tell her the number and shit like that. So, they set the shit up. The nigga pulled the nigga into the hood, not at Granny Spot, but at the next street over. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, we don't know nothing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We just doing our regular shit. We posted in the trap, you know what I'm saying, and we doing us. So, he ended up catching the nigga. He ended up getting the shit in his hand, and goddamn, I guess he pulled the old 1-2 pump fake on him like, oh yeah, this shit right here looks straight, goddamn. Let me go see if my partner want to go half on it, bro. It's right there, right through there. You know what I'm saying? I'll come right back. So the nigga was green enough to let him do it. So he hop out the car, he come through the cut, and he gone. You know what I'm saying? He gone. So we sitting in the trap. This where we come in. We sitting in the trap. We see blood come running through the trail past the window. He stopped like, hey, well, I just hit a play for a whole zip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he keep running. He keep running this shit. So goddamn, we don't make too much fuss about it. Like, no, nigga done hit him a lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got to holler at him later on and get me some of that or whatever. So he go on, you know what I'm talking about, and he keep going like, bro, I'm going to get with y'all in a minute, bro. I got to get on down right now. So he go ahead and slide out and handle his business and shit. And he gone. So about 10, 15 minutes later, my grandmama old man, he out in the yard, raking the leaves, playing in the garden and shit like that. You know what old schools be on. And a car pull up. Two niggas hop out. One nigga stay at the car. They don't.
Say, bro, just peep this real quick. This what happened when I turned to your show on YouTube right now for some reason. I was just watching you in the car. Everything was all good. But check this out though. I go to anything else, they're gonna tap right in.
From Brandy and Ray J to Kendrick Lamar.
I done did this shit like 5 times. Why I ain't trying to play the goddamn Ayo Kaseko? Make it make sense. Boy, them folk here.
Now if I was slipping, you better down something. Start chopping down something. You always rapping about your day. Let me get a couple rounds from it. I get a rouse from it. I love it, you know thuggin'. It's how they found cussing 5-something. Lil nigga neighbors gon' think somebody child bustin'. I'm bumping juvenile soldier rag tied up in my smile something. Mugging like bitch, you better watch how you watching a nigga shine cussin'. I keep the peace, but if my dude jump out the crease, he tryna iron something. Start your pressin', if he with his set, we take like 9 from him. I'm bogging, hunting Ray Lewis, he hit if I target something. My LaRuga immature, but my chopper about 40 something. It's grown man business. LLC, you done started something. And I need taxes, I ain't asking. My pistols take orders from it. Or it's a party, cousin, will make you a wish. Put your heart in something. Fuck a candle with all this ammo, you know I'm a mauling something. It's how we rollin' at an old block parties and party buses. But don't think it's just a party, cause that ain't no toy clutch. When I
What the fuck kind of shit is that? Bitch, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. If a bitch smokes squares, the bitch got an STD. I don't give a motherfucker, nigga.
So now they are.
Dope. Without dope, that bitch is.
Oh yeah.
She a depressed motherfucker.
She calling her daughter like, man, call one of them motherfuckers, tell her to bring for weed.
Real talk.
Like them bitches really will sick their daughter on niggas. Like that's the one you need to be fucking. That motherfucker
Real
got that
talk.
goddamn. See,
took my 40, I walked out of court, went bought a 9. If you can't make something out of nothing, then no, you ain't my kind. Bitch, you can't be talking to me crazy, I ain't just anybody. Set up shop wherever I stop at, been serving anybody. Take them to a different county, remix them on anybody. Nigga, let that money hit my hand, you can forget about it. Trap smell like dope, you can smell this shit from up the road. Nigga asked me, can he test the pack? I'm finna up the pole. I was thinking Lil' Buddy was savage till he up and told. Then he hit me up trying to get bows, I hung up the phone. Now I gotta stop using this phone, niggas on the boat. Discipline myself to not smoke when I be on the road. I was giving smoke sex to old heads for hydros. People getting offended from the weed smoke on my clothes. Niggas show they hand with all that hating, I be moving different. I might show some racks for motivation, I be moving it. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Police hit the light, stop by a trail before you let me out. I can't have no nigga do no work, I feel it let me down. Don't ever ask me to do no shit that you wouldn't do for me. But he hit a lick on 30 P's and brought it all to me. I can see right through a lie, so bitch don't try to tell me now. I'm behind Arby's in the Charger dropping 50 Zans. I ran out of pills and started serving mama's medication. Ambience was fucking niggas up, had them hallucinate. Make her eat that dick, she in here drinking all my pre-cum. Nigga wanna smoke it out with me, better have 3 lungs. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop.